crazy good 3-ingredient anchovy dip or spread. If you are an anchovy fan, you're gonna love this dip. Easy and so good.
Sally, that girl, in the kitchen. Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sally, that girl, in the kitchen. In today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to make crazy good 3-ingredient anchovy dip. Anchovy dip? Yep, you heard me right. Anchovy dip. It is so crazy good. And don't judge it until you've tried it. I mean, you love a classic Caesar salad, don't you? And we all know that that special ingredient that makes the Caesar salad really pop is anchovies. So this dip, which I learned to make from my mom, is simple but so flavorful, and it can be used in so many different applications. You can just serve it alone as a dip. You can prepare little sandwiches and put them out either in little Hawaiian breads or just on some crustless sliced white bread, cut into little squares or triangles, served on a tray for a party. My mom used to make this a whole lot when I was growing up, whenever she had a little get together or a little birthday celebration for any of us, and I absolutely loved it. And as a child, I didn't really know what was in it. I had no idea it was anchovies, but guess what? I would just chow it down because it's so tasty. So I'm super excited to teach you how to make it. 3 ingredients. Let's not wait another second, and let's get started.
For today's recipe, all you're going to need is a 16-ounce container of sour cream. I use full-fat sour cream, 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard, and 1 ounce, which is the equivalent to about 2 tablespoons of anchovy paste. You will also need a medium-sized bowl, a spoon, and some measuring spoons. And that's it. It cannot be more simple. So now that we have all of our ingredients and tools together, let's get started. And for those of you not familiar with anchovy paste, just know it's put together with anchovies, salt, olive oil, and water. That's it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is add your entire container of sour cream to your bowl. We're going to be using the whole 16-ounce container to make this dip. Then once you get all of your sour cream in your bowl, then we're going to be adding our anchovy paste. So this tube has 2 ounces, so I'm going to be adding half of this tube, which should be the equivalent to about 2 tablespoons. Anchovy paste is very strong and it's very salty, so don't overdo it with the anchovy paste. You may even want to start with 1 tablespoon if you're not familiar with the flavor of anchovy paste, and then you could always add a 2nd tablespoon if you choose to. So then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard, and then all I'm going to do is grab my spoon and combine all of my ingredients. It's really important that you mix this really well, because of course you want to incorporate all of that mustard, but most importantly, you want to break down that anchovy paste. You don't want any clumps of anchovy paste in your dip because, as I said, the anchovy paste is really salty and you don't want someone to get a chunk of anchovy paste when they are eating this dip. And I will mention, this is not a dip for chips. It's very salty. You want to use this on crudité, or you want to make little sandwiches with it. I'm going to show you in a moment what I do with it, and it's just really yummy. So I am going to serve it on a prettier platter. And of course, as I said, you can serve it like this, and you can just add some carrots or the vegetable of your choice, and people can use this as a dip, or we can do a light spreading of it on some bread and make little sandwiches for a get-together or a party, and it's really yummy. Just make sure whatever you're using is not salty. So I'm going to be using some of this delicious Hawaiian bread because it has a sweet, subtle flavor to it. And I just absolutely love it. And as I said, you can use white bread, or you can use it, of course, on raw vegetables. But I definitely do not recommend any salty crackers or chips because the dip itself is quite salty. So all you're going to want to do is grab a little bit and you're just going to spread it on. And we don't need a lot because, as I said, it's a strong flavor, but the truth is it's quite delicious. If you like anchovies, you're gonna love this. It's super yummy and it's savory and salty and it's just really, really tasty. So I made myself one as a little sample to show you a serving suggestion, but of course, I'm also gonna take advantage and I'm going to taste it. I wanna make sure that it turned out perfect. So here we go. It's got the perfect amount, not too much, just a light spread of it. And here we go. It's got plenty of that yummy sweet bread to go with it. And of course, we can use it as a dip. And I'm going to take a bite. It's perfect. It's easy, it's delicious, it's perfect to make these little sandwiches, to set out on a tray for appetizers at a party. It's just yummy and different, and people are gonna be asking you, what on earth is in this little sandwich? Because it's tasty, flavorful, and you don't wanna put too much, like I said, because you don't want it to be overwhelming. But if you just put a light spread, it's gonna be perfect. It's salty and yummy. So flavorful. It's really quite delicious and it's very, very different.
So how easy and how much fun was that? And I can't let you taste it through the camera, but I wish I could because I promise you it is so delicious. It's going to be a classic dip that you're going to want to serve all of the time, and it's just so crazy flavorful and so good. People are going to ask you, what's in this stuff? And you're going to be, you really want to know? And when they hear it, they're not going to believe it. It is delicious, super simple to put together, and just perfect. Trust me. No, better yet, don't trust me. You're going to have to try to make this recipe yourself. And of course, if you've enjoyed today's recipe, don't forget to like, comment, and share. Thank you so much for liking my video, for writing a sweet comment, and of course, for sharing my videos with your friends. And if you're not already following me on social media, don't forget to follow Sally That Girl in the Kitchen on Facebook, Instagram, and on Pinterest. And you can follow me as Sally That Girl FL on Twitter, Snapchat, and on TikTok. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.
Sally That Girl in the Kitchen.